Hello and welcome to the first seminar of Revision 2024. As every year, how to scene for beginners. I hope we have a good mixture in this room, and we'll see about that. And let's get started. So, what's in the seminar? We'll do a short introduction of our mentors here. I'll talk a little bit about where does this demo scene come from, just in case someone does not know. This is no in-depth presentation about where the scene comes from. I'm not an expert in that. Then we'll talk about what we're doing here and where everything is in this location here. And then some more important points like how do I upload an entry if I created one? And also important, how do I vote? Because voting is essential here. And I will talk a little bit about where you can find additional information about the demo scene and get to know more. Yeah, and then reach enlightenment, hopefully. So, mentors. Most of them are here. One is missing. I'll talk a little bit about him also, but let's start with me. I'm Lambdacore. I'm 46 years old. I'm in the scene since 2002 and an active organizer since 2013. I'm a network organizer at Evoke. I'm a network organizer here. I worked for several other parties, so quite spread out, and I'm just an organizer. I'm not, I can't code. I can't do the graphics, music, etc. But yeah, I try to give back to the scene in whatever ways are possible for me. The one who's missing here is Zeno Forever. He's with the Dutch guys, and they're not yet here. They're not yet here. He's the new main organizer for Outline, and you see him on the big screen. He's the first person on the in front for the on the slide for the Outline demo party. So the guy with the beard. Yeah.
Like that's narrowing it down.
And whatever. You will see me when you'll come here eventually. And then I have the people who actually are here. So it doesn't matter. You can also start bot.
It matters.
Start.
It matters for the OCD.
Yeah.
Yes,
Microphone?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't hear a thing from me. So.
Yeah, you're on.
I'm Bot. I'm doing this stuff for like 21 years. Mainly musician. Like, yeah, you name it, like from Game Boy 4K to PC
Louder.
demo and streamed. I'm member of the groups Attention Hall, Team 210, and Copenicium, CN112. Not only musician, I also code a bit and do graphics and stuff. Yeah, help out where there is. And on Revision, my role is to make event management, like all the DJs, all the musicians, and that you have all the bass you need.
Hello, I'm Doc D. I'm in How Job. I started scene in 1986 when I was 11, trading wares on the schoolyard. I first quitted scene in 93 because scene was dead for me then. You will hear about the scene is dead a lot more when you go on Puit. I got back 96. I do demo party organizing since 2005. I started with Breakpoint, then we switched to Revision. And why am I telling you this? I'm a fucking old guy with a lot of experience. I know really everyone in the scene who's maybe iconic or important or not important or thinks who is important. So if you want to know anyone and you don't know how to reach out to him, like, I don't know, Smash from Fairlight, or Bitch from Attention Whore, or Louisa from Poo Brain, and you don't know how to get to them, just ask me, I connect you. And you matter.
So, hello, I'm a bit younger. I'm Louisa, a member of Poo Brain and Rabenauge. I've been a part of the Demostin family for almost 20 years now. I'm an organizer and graphic artist. Nein. And if you have any questions about parties, competitions, and how to survive the demo party, just ask and I try to answer your questions. Nice to have you here. Enjoy revision.
Hi, I'm Reality 404 and I'm also in Pre-Brain and a bunch of other demo groups. I organize at a lot of different demo parties. It's my first time doing revision organizing, but so I got into the scene quite a while ago, but revision was the first demo party I visited a long time ago, and it's been amazing, and basically if you want to know, it was very difficult back then, so that's why I wanted to do mentoring to share my experience, because it's changed my life in a way. I've done so many demo parties since, so yeah.
Hello, I'm Bitch. I'm also the Bitch. I entered the scene in 2008, if I remember correctly, which I don't. And I've been happily married with the scene ever since. So I'm responsible for all things music here at Revision, as well as for the food that none of you will taste because it was for the organizers. Still. And you can talk to me about all things music, and the same goes as me as for Reality. The scenes changed my life for the better a lot, and I owe a lot to the scene, and so I wanted to give a little back. So feel free to reach out to me for whatever reasons, but music is better. You can talk to me about a lot.
To the light. Hello, I am NetPoet, or Poet, for those who want to pretend that they know me well, better than we. Poet, I actually go by Poet. That's NetPoet is fine too. I've been doing this for 25 plus years, and just Lambdacore said, like, do you want to do this? And I went, I don't know. I don't know. I hate people. The opposite is true. I think what I've been doing is not relevant. I think what is relevant is that you're here, and I love to connect people. The way I got into the scene was, the first party was, I went there with a friend who had no connection to the scene. I didn't know anyone. I was sitting in a corner and thinking, what are these people? And I left about half an hour later. And it took me a car accident the following year, which prevented me from going to the party at the time. And then another year to go to a party when I actually knew someone. And I think knowing someone is the most critical thing at any party, at any social gathering. So what I can do in the demo scene doesn't really matter. I also think I'm not good at anything, really. So I just know a little bit of this and that. So if you see me and you're lonely, or you feel like you need something, just approach me, say something, and I'll connect you with people, and we will have a marvelous time. That's all that matters to me. That's why I'm here, and I'm glad that you're here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Our mentors here, and you can leave the stage now if you want and go sit down again. Thank you. Round of applause. Yes. Okay, let's try to get to know you a little bit. Whose first demo party is this? Whoa, almost half the room. No, it's not your first, Frankie. Who's an old fart like me and knows everything here by heart? Yes, expected that, frost-footed. And who's completely clueless what this is here? You don't count. So if you're completely clueless, I try to bring it forward to you to what we are doing here. But first, why are you here? Just yell at me and I'll give it back. So were you just interested, or were you dragged here by a friend or family? B. So you were dragged here. Okay. What about you? Also dragged here. Okay. So it looks like we have a lot of abductees here. Okay. And how familiar are you in general? Who's quite familiar? Who knows his way around the scene, basically? No one? Okay. Who's seen a few demos? Okay. One or two, okay. And what the hell is going on here again? One or two, okay. We'll see. What is your platform of choice if you have to release something? Yes. Windows? Whoa, 4? Just, okay. Linux? That's incredible. Really looking forward to it. Good. Like half of the people here. macOS? Always in minority. Sorry. The more important platforms. Amiga? Ah, good. The other important platform, Atari? Silence. Okay. Happens. We're not an outline here, so it's okay. C64? Anyone? Yeah, there's quite some people there. And who's into more minimalistic stuff? Give me a CPU and some RAM. 2, 3. Wow. Now I'm curious what you will bring. And other platforms, ZX Spectrum, old school hardware, 1 or 2? Also looking forward to it. So, how many coders are here? Who writes code? More than half of you, okay. Graphics? Luisa, you have to raise your hand. Music? Okay. And who's into the other stuff? Like, I'm an organizer, I cannot do the rest of the stuff. Okay, boozing maybe, but who would like to be an organizer? Just talk to us. Take part in the behind-the-scenes tours to look how we do it. We are always looking for new organizers because the more the better, and it's more or less a fast track into the scene. You learn to get to know the team better, and they get to learn you, and they learn your name, and you connect better. Just from my experience. And who's you to booze? Okay, yeah, fair enough. Anything else? No, yeah? Anything else? Okay, something else. And do you plan to release something? 1, 2, 3, 4? Great, looking forward to it. Don't hesitate to release something. We all started somewhere. In a few years, you will look at it and say, what the hell did I hear? Why did I release this crap? That's completely normal. Look at the backlogs of people who released for decades. They're ashamed. But we all started somewhere. Don't be ashamed, please.
Lambdacore.
Yes?
I doubt that they are ashamed. When you go on Demo Zoo and you look to the release history of several guys, they maybe think, oh, dang, what did I release there? But they see themselves evolving.
Yeah, the evolution thing is real there, yeah. Some may. Point taken. Who's thinking about releasing something soon? Not here, but soon. Okay. Keep on it, do it eventually. It will be a step forward. And who's not sure at all? Try to get inspiration, and we can connect you with the right people to talk to. So don't feel like you're in a corner and that you can't go anywhere. Talk to people, get inspiration, not really help, but talk to people, and they're glad to help you out, to point you in the right direction. It's always a great thing to see this. Just a note here, all entries here will eventually be published, apart from being streamed, etc. So keep that in mind. That's the thing here. Anything specifically here that you expect from the seminar, apart from getting to know the scene a bit better? Anything that I should talk about? If you don't have anything right now, at the end there will be some time for questions, etc. So keep it in mind. or yell in between. It's also okay. So, where do we come from as a demo scene? A brief history. So it all started in the 1980s. C64s and other computers were the buzz. And yes, you could buy games. They were expensive. So what did people do? They cracked the games. They copied the games. They shared the games at copy parties, etc. And the ones who did the cracking, they included a little bit of an intro in front of the games. The old farts from us will know that, because when you start a game, the intro shows up with the graphics effects and, hey, we are the greatest guys, we cracked this thing, and those are the losers there, they didn't crack the game, and so far and so on. Then I decided, hey, it's not worth to just cut the crap, the games are crap, we want to do just intros, and why only intros? Let's do it bigger, basically. And from that, the demo scene was born. So the West scene is still active today. We are running in parallel, and there's still some cross connections, but mainly the demo scene is the legitimate part of the whole thing. And right now, we are UNESCO National Intangible Cultural Heritage. We are recognized 2020 in Finland, 2021 in Germany and Poland, and last year in the Netherlands and Switzerland. And that's a really great step, because with this, it makes it a lot easier for us, for example, to get funding, get better sponsors, and get public recognition. So we've come a long way from just kids copying stuff on copy parties to, hey, we are doing cultural things here. So what do we do here at this party? We have basically two or three categories. You can count sports into events if you want, but the main thing is we are here to see competitions. We are here so that we all vote for entries in this compo. So there's no jury. If you see a compo entry and you say, hey, that's really great, give it 5 stars, vote for it, because every vote counts here. Voting is important. There's no jury, there's no one who says how to vote, etc. It's you, it's we all. We all decide who will be the winner at the end, at the prize giving. We have live acts, we have DJs here, we have people who are doing seminars like me right now, different topics about everything. They're all here in this, will happen in this room, the seminars. One of the most crucial aspects why we do this in person here is meeting people. There are people I only see once a year here at Revision. And I'm really looking forward to meeting those people. And also, for me, especially as an organizer, I love working with this great team here. So meet people. Online we can always talk, but getting to know people, spend time together, is a very important part of the scene. If you're inclined to do sports, yes, there is a 5K run. I've run it once. I hurt myself. I wouldn't do it again. But if you're more fit than me, feel free. There are a lot of people running. You would be amazed. I think 200-ish people. It's a lot. So combos. What to expect? So the general rule of thumb is, if you're a compo organizer, you try to make a compo attractive for the viewers. You try to keep their interest and interest levels high, and you do that by sorting. So most of the time, the better compo entries come last, and the not so great ones maybe more at the front. And not to say bad ones. There are no bad entries. Well, yes, there are, but these bad entries are usually the people know what they are doing. So there are no bad entries. The not so great entries may come at the front. But hey, if you say, hey, for what this person, for the experience what this person has, it's a great thing. Vote for it, please. The sorting in the compo does not mean anything. Frankie. Take the microphone, please, if you want to intervene. Yeah. Frankie's our compo organizer there. He's sitting on the stairs. He doesn't want to come into the light, but he will speak now.
Okay, yeah. So hi, Frankie here, main compo organizer. So I lead the compo team. I make the compo rules, make the timetable. So you know what I do. Also do a beer seminar tonight if you feel up for it. But in that case here, I just want to mention better entries come later. I want to really emphasize if your entry is shown first, that does not mean that the compo organizers think it's bad. No. The compo organizers have to make a good compo for the flow for people to watch it. It can be like, hey, like this is like a nice beat to it, a nice thing. This is a good opener so that people come to the stage, that you motivate people to come over. So, and it is not one big line up. It goes up and down. There can be a break. There can be a slow break. You want a good compo. Your being played first does not mean that the compo organizers think that it is a bad entry. Being last does not mean that it's the best, but it is what makes a good compo flow. Sorry to jump in. I wanted to
all good.
Plug that in.
Thank you for your experience there.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
But there will most likely be weird entries. So we have a lot of these days what we would call it memes in the scene. So stuff that happened in past entries, and they will show up. This will also be insider jokes, or you would see the crowd laugh when certain words or certain phrases are included in the compo entries, right, Kevin? So yeah. So we have a lot of this. Don't be afraid. It takes time to learn out of this. If you don't know what's happening, ask the next person around you who's laughing about it, and he should explain it to you. So ask, no problem there. Thing is, we have rules on the compos. Please stick to them. They are there so that everyone has a fair chance in the competition. They're not against you personally, etc. So please stick to them. Otherwise, you will be disqualified. We have a big stage here. The stakes are quite high, and that's the main function of the compo team, is to have a even playing ground for everyone. Also, yes, there is no censorship, but we are looking to, but please don't do stuff like racism, sexism, ableism, homophobia, transphobia, etc. Be nice to and respectful with each other. Otherwise, your entry may be disqualified. What's okay is, it's hard to say, but usually if something like this pops up, usually the component will contact you, but do not do it, please. We are here, we are one family, be respectful with each other, and enjoy the party. So, about the where is everything. This is the EVAC, basically the main layout. It's from a few years ago, but the main stuff stays where it is, basically. We're currently down there in the seminar area. If you need this, there are pictures of it placed at several doors at several locations. So in general, if there's any emergency, please contact an organizer or the info desk, especially if you're not from Germany and have a language barrier. Contact us, we help you. We're here to help you. Everyone with an organizer shirt, everyone wearing a badge, etc. Contact us, please. Emergency services can be reached by public phone, your mobile phone, whatever, 112 or 911, both work. So you can call, but please also inform us so we know when an emergency vehicle shows up, where to direct them, please. Demo parts are relative safe spaces. So it's not unusual for people to leave more or less expensive hardware in the open and out. But if possible, and especially if you're in a group, talk to each other or to your seat neighbors that they have a watchful eye also a little bit about your stuff. But also keep in mind, if they are currently in the zone and programming and doing stuff, they may not share any attention to anything outside of their immediate field of view. So, but theft is quite rare at demo parties. Also a thing, yes, there are children here. I'm not sure, I think 1 or 2 are also in here. Yes, it's not an ideal place for children, but usually these days the parents of the children are in the demo scene. They know what's happening here, so and they know, okay, there are certain rules to adhere to. Just keep it in mind. Our main concern is there will be sudden noises. If there has to be an announcement made, someone presses on the button and there's sudden loud noises, and your hearing will be shot, and the hearing for the child may be harmed. Please make them wear ear protection. It's important, please. Also, no smoking, no vaping inside the hall. No exceptions. This also goes for hardware. Okay? Good. Another thing. This is a historic building. Please put no stickers anywhere except on your stuff. We have some tag walls down in the tunnel. You can paint on them, you can sticker them, whatever, all good. You will know them. They are when you go to the toilets, it's right on the left-hand side, right in front of the toilet entry. So you can do stuff there, but please do not do anything to the building itself. It will hurt the building itself, and no. And the last point, the real party is outside. Do not forget to get outside. You will meet new people, you will meet different people, and it's also a little bit more quiet, and it's fresh air. We all need fresh air from time to time.
Is it on yet?
Yeah.
One of my main tasks here is safety. That includes crowd safety. When we say we are air protection, that is no joke. When you have been to a festival and heard bass, believe me, we have more bass. We have a fucking awesome PA here, and KB from Farbrausch uses it. So the first rows and the space in front of the big screen is fucking loud. So the ear protection you will get at the info desk, go there, use it. Then for the people on the autistic spectrum, we have here like 24 hours of sensory overload. When you need a safe space, contact an organizer and we will get you somewhere where it's more calmer and you can cool down again.
For example, the seminar area. When it's not in use, talk to us, but usually it's free. It's a lot quieter in here because we also have the organizer area upstairs. So, yeah.
All that is still too noisy for people on the spectrum. We have secret stash for people like that. And one personal note on the voting, because for the newbies. You got vote keys at the entrance. Please go to the Partymeister and register. Your vote counts because we have large groups out there. Name voting is still a thing. Groups like, I don't name, TRSI, has a lot of members, and for sure they will vote their own members up. Yeah. So newbies are very, very important because you have an objective view and your vote counts, and you can kill name voting with it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. The Infodesk, you all came through it. The Infodesk, you can get the free earplugs there. Go get some. You will put them in your pocket just in case you go through the hall, especially through the noisy areas. You will be thankful, okay, I have them. Plug them in. They have free coffee, free tea there, just in case someone did not notice. If you ever want to have some coffee or tea, get it there. It's free. We have other beverages on sale for reasonable prices. Also, yeah, you can get T-shirts, and we have some select IT items there. So, for example, if you forgot an power extension cable or something like that, we have some there. And also, most important function is if you have any questions or need to contact an orga or a mentor, etc., please go to the info desk. We orgas have communication abilities like phones, and yeah, can contact each other. And the info desk is the primary contact point with US visitors. So if you need anything, contact them, please. They are there for you. They are not just selling drinks. They also like to talk. They are seen as like we all are. So go there. The outside area, the wild outside. If you haven't found it yet, right next to the info desk is the second stage, and right next to it is the ramp which goes outside. There are food stands out there. You have seen them when you came in. So there's food there. There's also a big tent out there where you're protected from the rain, and can also sit down with some people with a lot less noise level there. There's also the shower containers, and which I'll talk about a little bit later. There's also a bonfire. Usually, when the Finns start the fire, it will burn. And yeah, it's outside, so a little bit of sun from time to time. Another important topic, sleeping. General rule is first come, first serve. So if you haven't already, set up a sleeping place now, because in a few hours, the whole space behind the big screen will be filled with air mattresses, etc. Reserve your spot now, not later. From experience, it's not a nice thing if you have to resort to sleeping on at your space on your chair. Not good. You can also sleep. We see it frequently under or next to your table. Please always keep the evacuation ways, emergency ways, free. We need to enforce this due to fire security and other security concerns, and we will enforce it. This may mean that if you're fast asleep and it's 3 at night, we will wake you up. It's not nice, but we have to do it. So please keep the emergency doors and evacuation ways free. Yeah. You can also sleep in the toilet tunnel if you want. Yeah. Toilets. For those who haven't found them yet, the entrance to the famous toilet tunnel is right next to the info desk. There's some stairs which go down in the middle of the hall, basically. I already talked about the tag boards there, so if you want to tag something or do something, feel free to do that there. And they will be photographed at the end of the party for historic preservation, but in general, yeah, that's the only area where you can tag and do stuff, apart from a piece of paper or something. In the last couple of years, more and more interesting things popped up and were done down there for decoration purposes. So go there and explore. It's good. The outside showers. There are containers on the left-hand side of the outside area, but they're not open 24/7. Please, I think at the info desk and at the containers we have notes with a schedule. So keep in mind they are not open 24/7. They have hours there, and stick to those hours, please. Regarding shopping, today's a holiday in Germany. Sunday and Monday also shopping holidays in Germany. So you can go shopping tomorrow. There are some shops here in the Globus. There's a mixed market which has some food stuffs, and there are also other shops in the area. So it's quite okay to find ways to shop here, but only on Saturday. The other days everything is closed. Okay, let's get to the important thing. Our Partenmeister, how to vote and how to upload an entry. So this URL, it's also pasted everywhere else. So if you go there, I will just quickly show you how to upload an entry here, because I have it open here. if you go there, you are on this page here when you are logged in. So you need to, if you haven't logged in yet, log in, create a new account. You will need your vote key for that. And then you will land here. And in order to upload something, you go to My Entries, click on Upload Entry, and then you select your competition there. I was planning to do this right now, but looking at the time, it's not a good idea to do that. So select the compo where you want to upload things. For example, let's select the photo compo here. And then you see what's required to fill out this here. You need to enter your name, a title, a description. This description, by the way, as well as the title and the author name will be displayed as a beam slide in front, before and after your entry is shown, and will also show up in the Partymeister system so that people can read it in their time. And you can leave a message to the organizers. Leave something nice, or something that's if your entry requires some specific settings, whatever not. This is one of the ways to inform the organizers about these things. And it's also nice to leave a possibility for us to reach you, for example, via Discord. And there may be other informations and options you have to set depending on the competition. So yeah, for this one here, you can select if it's a pure photo retouch or whatever, and then you can upload your entry. And for legal reasons, we need the author data, which is real life data. This will not be shared with anyone. It's just for us. For legal reasons, we need to provide this if someone asks.
Can you scroll up a bit?
Yes, I can.
To the screenshot. Important is that you upload a screenshot, because when people vote later, they only see an object missing, graphic missing, so they remember your release. So upload a screenshot.
Yeah.
Even if it's music.
Yeah. It makes it more memorable. Okay. So another request from the component organizers: if you have prepared a compo entry, please do not wait until the deadline to upload it. Do it as soon as possible. The earlier you may get feedback if something is not working or if there are any problems. It's possible to update your entry, but please try not to just upload an empty entry and then start working on your entry. It should be in a state that we could actually show. But do this as soon as possible. Don't wait until the deadline is there, please. Because we need time to actually look through the entries, make sure that everything works. And for old school entries, we need to record them, for example. So this takes time. And the more time we have, the less stressful it is between the deadline and the actual showing of the compo. You want to say something? The microphone, please, Tim. Yeah, but the stream people cannot hear you, Frankie.
Du willst mich doch nur laufen sehen.
Ja. Mach schneller.
Next year, I
Okay, so
put you next to me.
also when you upload an entry, there's a messaging system in Partymeister. If your entry doesn't work, we have a question. The organizers will send you a message in Partymeister. So while it is really tempting to upload the entry and get outside and don't come back, look, there might be a message for you either in Partymeister system, either in Discord. If we do not get an answer, if we do not find you, we will disqualify your entry if we have a serious question. So do check back regularly, even if it's after the deadline, because we really want your entry. It can be a very stupid question we have because we're all idiots, but please answer.
Yeah. Another request, please keep your file names as short and precise as possible. For example, especially for graphics compos, do not just use an array of numbers for your file name. Give it a name, or name also the workstage. Workstage 1, workstage 2, workstage 3, etc. it makes it easier for the compo augers. And yeah, work together, please. Again, stick to the rules. And yeah, let's have a fair competition. So, additional information. We have some communication channels which we use. For example, IRC is still a thing, for new sceners, there's a channel new sceners. There's also the revision channel, or the demo.ger channel for the German language people. And more modern, there's also a Discord server. So feel free to join that if you haven't already, because I think during the pandemic it really became more or less the main communication communication chat between visitors and organizers or visitors the like. So feel free to join it. This is a code which should not expire. If it expires, we can always provide a new one or ask someone to provide a new one. It's not a big deal. It's not an elitist thing. It's just from time to time Discord does things. So you can always ask a mentor, or we have a look at some websites that I selected to show here. First of all, Scene ID. It may come a little bit counterintuitive, but for many pages we use Scene ID as a central point of authentication, authorization. So you have one central thing where you create an account, and then with this account you can log into the different Scene services and don't need to create a new account there. This is run by Scene. All these things are run by us, by demo sceners, various demo sceners, and yeah, so no Facebook in the background, no Google in the background, etc. These are all services. So ID, scene.org, or Scene ID is the central single sign-on authentication service. Then we have Puert.net, which is a messaging board. So parties get announced here. Important news about the demo scene are shared here. There's a famous one-liner. There's also, you can see the results of parties here. Most of the people who release something, they also put the release on Puert here to also, you can comment on the releases here. And the authors and demo scene people, they will share their opinions about here. Opinions is the thing here. Puert can be a little bit
dramatic,
direct.
We have a lot of scene drama going on from time to time.
Yes, that's that also. So take it with a grain of salt. We are basically all friends. There are some special friends we have. So then we have our central archive, DemoZoo. DemoZoo was started a few years ago. It collects entries and acts as a central database, basically. If you want to know, which entries did, for example, Cabby do? Where was he involved? In which groups was he, or me, or whatever? You will find this information in DemoZoo. Also, as you can see, there's a banner there about one of the current demo parties, etc. And you can click on the links to the parties and get information about it. So this is a central repository of knowledge about the DemoZoo. You can take part and edit stuff. It's a wiki thing. Again, you will need a Scene ID here, but it's a really great project, and really helps out when people are doing research on the demo scene. There are actual people who get paid to do research on demo scene. It's there. We also have our own professor. So that's that. Then we have our file repository. So most of the parties upload the entries they get to file.scene.org. So does revision. And you can get all kinds of entries here from the most recent up to whatever old they may be. If they get discovered or if someone has them, he uploads them, they get sorted into the proper category, and you will find them here. They're literally terabytes of data if you're into that. So you look for an entry, you will find it here. Most of them are linked in DemoZoo. DemoZoo has a better search interface as a proper database, but you will find the actual files here. Then we have Slangpunk. It's a little bit in disrepair, but it was there before Facebook. We had our own picture sharing site where you can look for a scene name, and it shows you all the photos where the scene was tagged. So if you don't know how someone looks like, go to Slangpunk, enter the name in a search function, find them. So that's also a great thing. And last but not least, I'll talk a little bit about the other sites. SceneCity.net is it's a streaming service plus a chat and also communication service, which is also run by us. So there's no YouTuber, no Google who's thumping down there and says, no, we censor you. Happened to us. And this is something from us as well. The other sites down there are not, Shader is not directly scene related, but there you can try your luck with GL shaders, etc. So modern graphics cards, etc. You can do effects there, and that's a community there. We had in the last few years quite a lot of people come from there into the scene and directly jump into one of the hardest categories we have, size coding. So a lot of new people showed up in 4K entries. It was amazing. So Shader Toy. CSDB is the database for C64. I've noticed that people may upload stuff to CSDB and not to PuET. Happens. So if you look for C64 specific stuff, CSDB is the thing to go. There's Kestra for Amiga. The URL would be too long. That's why I skipped it here. But there it is, basically. So so just as a starting point. But more sites are linked from these main sites. We are quite good connected there. Yeah, enlightenment. Do you have any questions for now? I think it would be great if the microphone would then reach that person. So, do you have any questions for me? We have a few minutes left. Nothing? Cracker. Yeah, Cracker. There, at the back.
What exactly does it mean when your entry gets disqualified? Can you still enter it on a next revision or another demo party?
So when an entry gets disqualified, it can have different reasons. One would be that you didn't follow the rules, or we also have pre-selection in some compos. For example, the music compos are a prime example for that. Also, some graphics compos will have pre-selection. Pre-selection means we get so much more compo entries than we have time in the entry to actually show them. So so the compo organizer has to decide, okay, I need to drop some, and he makes a decision. This doesn't mean, so we will not release anything because that's one of the main criteria. If you put in an entry, it must not have been released anywhere else. This goes for most of the parties I know, or all of the parties I know. So we will not release it. You can then enter it again at another party or the next revision or whatever not, that's fine. As long as it's not disqualified due to you making some sex joke or something. This is something else, but if it's just for pre-selection, it will not be published. You can re-enter it at a later party. If you have questions about this, Frankie and the compo team is always there, and you can ask them questions. Please, how do I say it? If it's obvious why it was disqualified, try not to pester the compo organizers. They have stuff to do. Okay, there's another question.
And how often do the disqualifications occur?
As far as I'm aware, for music, almost every revision. For graphics, it depends on how many on how many entries are there. But Frankie can also can answer that better.
For music, it's pretty straightforward. We have 1 hour for the compo. On an average revision, we get 4 to 5 hours of music entries.
Yeah.
And then there is a pre-selection. There is a jury of demo sceners, and we will have a metal guy, we will have a dance guy, we will have a classic guy, we will have a jazz guy. So it is all as fair as possible across the board, but we simply cannot play every entry. It would be a 5-hour compo.
Yeah. So that's our main constraint is time. It's not about we would really like to show every entry, but the time does not permit it. That's the main reasons. If you have any more compo-related questions, I would suggest you join the behind-the-scenes compo tour. And in general, I would suggest join the behind-the-scenes tour. It's quite interesting if you want to learn how we do things. I will do them. We will, for most of the tours, we will join at the info desk and then go to the area where the behind-the-scenes tour will happen. Except for seminar area, we'll just meet here. So, if there are no more, there's one more question, and this will be the last question because we need to finish. I already got the sign from
Thank you. I have an organizational question. Yeah. It's about the bus shuttle service. Is there some online information about the hotel bus shuttle schedule? I saw some paper hanging out somewhere, but is there an online page where I can have a look?
That would be a question for the info desk.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with what's happening with the bus shuttles. I'm sleeping here.
Yeah, then thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, as said, if you have any more questions, ask us mentors, feel free to ask the info desk. We are here for you, and we hope you have a great time like we will have, and good that you have been here. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye.